show, but Miss Kate said no. I'll tell you what you can do. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Casey knew what to do. Just to cheer up the boys she knew, she made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game, take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Greetings, everybody, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where tonight the Baltimore Orioles will begin a 3-game series against the Minnesota Twins at Target Field in Minneapolis, Minnesota. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal, the BirdWatcher here. People call me BW for short. That works for me. Welcome back, folks. Orioles baseball is back after a day off on Monday. Yeah, we had a 3-game series this past weekend in Kansas City. We won the first game. We dropped the next 2. And, yeah, we are still struggling, folks. Still struggling. We've got a lot of injured players and some others that aren't performing at their best. And, yeah, it's been rough. I needed that day off yesterday. I don't know about you, but I needed a mental health day. It was more like a mental health day and a half after Sunday afternoon. But my head's clear, and I'm ready for baseball. I hope the team is too. Hey, I'm looking kind of pink already. It's morning here, and things are looking a little different than they did when I set up this thing. How do I look normal? I don't know. We'll go with that. Yeah, so welcome to the channel. This channel's dedicated to covering Orioles baseball. I do live play-by-play and commentary for all the games, all of them. This is the 2nd season of the channel. Last year, I started it up, called every game. This season so far, called all 33 games, and hoping to call the next 129. Is my math right? I hope so. So if you are an Orioles fan or just a fan of baseball in general, consider subscribing to the channel here. We got good content. I call a good game, normally. Yeah, I don't know. I took a mental health day and I forgot what to say. I forgot how this works. Yeah, I'll get into the flow. Don't worry. Just give me like half an inning. I'll be okay. Okay, so some news to go over. Zach Eflin is going to return to the Orioles rotation this weekend. At least that is the implication I am getting from the latest news update from Orioles beat writer Rock Kubatko. I was looking at sort of the mapping out of the timing of everything since about a week or so ago, and I was thinking this weekend would be the time. Whether or not it'll be on Friday or Saturday, not sure. Eflin would be on regular rest if he started Friday. but there is already an announced starter on Friday, which is Sagano. There's an open spot on Saturday, so Sagano could be moved up a day, or they could wait a day on Eflin and start him on Saturday. Either way, some combination of Sagano and Eflin should be pitching games 1 and 2 out in Los Angeles starting on Friday. Tonight we've got Cade Povich on the mound. Dean Kramer will pitch game 3. But tomorrow, which was Dean Kramer's normal rest day to pitch, he got bumped till the Thursday game. And tomorrow, there's no announced pitcher. Not sure what the Orioles have planned. Brandon Young, if you're thinking maybe they might call him up, well, he is currently on the injured list. That's right, folks. Another Orioles starting pitcher that has been with the Major League club this season is on the injured list. Brandon Young on the 7-day list with shoulder discomfort after his last outing down in AAA. Some good news regarding some injury updates. Tyler O'Neill is going to begin a rehab assignment tonight with Norfolk. He'll be in the lineup as the DH for the Tides. I believe I saw that he was going to be the DH. Let me confirm the DH part, but he is supposed to be in the lineup tonight for Norfolk. And Jordan Westberg is also with the Tides. He's with the team. He'll be working out for a couple of days and then get into the lineup. Westberg is scheduled to come off the DL on Wednesday, tomorrow, but he's going to need a couple more days beyond that. So hoping maybe for a weekend return for him as well, along with Zach Eflin. Andrew Kittredge began his rehab assignment. He pitched an inning on Sunday. He did give up a run in his 1 inning of work. He's going to need probably 2 or 3 more appearances before the Orioles considered adding him to the big team. And, that's pretty much it for the major pieces of news. All right, so tonight's pitching matchup has Cade Povich, record of 1 and 2, ERA of 5.16, up against veteran right-hander Pablo Lopez of the Twins. Lopez, one of those names that was floating around in the offseason as a potential starting pitcher trade target. There was a little bit of rumor there, but nothing really got too serious. Lopez still with the Twins. The Twins, like us, not off to a very good start. We have a record of 13 and 20. They have a record of 15 and 20. And hopefully we'll get back into above 500 mode here over the course of the next month or so. It's going to take a while to get back to our winning ways. But again, Zach Eflin's going to get back here this weekend. Tyler O'Neill should be back not too long. Jordan Westberg as well. Ramon Arias apparently should be back when first scheduled to off his 10-day DL stint. And, yeah, there's just so many injuries, folks. There's so many. Where is Arias on this list? There's too many to keep up with, folks. They have to make a separate page for the injuries here. Where are you? Yeah, 10-day DL, which began on the 1st of May, so I guess on the 11th, which would be this coming weekend, right? It would be that Sunday, that final game out in Los Angeles. Maybe they'll wait one more day and bring him up when we return home the following Tuesday. We get a day off next Monday, come back home to play the Twins next Tuesday. 6-game homestand, series against the Twins and a series against the Nationals. 6-game road trip starts tonight. Twins now and Angels coming up this weekend. Folks, we're hoping to win 4 out of 6. I know that sounds like a lot based on how we've been playing, but come on, now's the time to win. This is the part of the schedule where it's time to get it going. All right. So, yeah, that's Cade Povich against Pablo Lopez. Lopez with a record of, where'd it go? I got rid of it. There you are. Record of 2-2 and a 2.25 ERA. This game should be getting started in about 5 minutes, so let me get this up on the screen here. Hope everybody is doing well, had a good weekend, had a good Monday. There's Jim Palmer. I see Jim in the thumbnail there. Looking a little bit like he's been traveling a bit. Oh, what happened here? Now, come on. Oh, it's only going to take about 10 minutes to get this game up. We good? That's more like it. Jeez. You are being difficult tonight. Okay, there we go. Starting lineups for these teams. The visiting Orioles. Leading off and playing center field, Cedric Mullins. Gunnar Henderson will bat second and play shortstop. Adley Rutschman will do the catching and bat third. Ryan O'Hearn is the cleanup hitter and DH. Ryan Mountcastle will bat fifth and play first base. At second base, Jackson Holliday hitting sixth. Heston Kjerstad bats seventh and out in right field. Kobe Mayo in the lineup. He'll hit eighth and play at third base. And Dylan Carlson gets a rare start. Still searching for his first hit. He is 0 for 12 as an Oriole. He will bat ninth and play out in left field. For the home team Twins, Byron Buxton will lead off and play center field. Ryan Jeffers is the catcher batting second. Ty France is at first base hitting third. Carlos Correa will be the cleanup hitter and shortstop. Royce Lewis has just come off the disabled list for the Twins. He has not made an appearance yet this season, so this is his 2025 debut. And they're going to start him off easy by making him the DH in the lineup tonight. He'll bat fifth. Brooks Lee will be at second base hitting sixth. Jonah Bride at third base hitting seventh. Trevor Larnach in right field hitting eighth. And Willie Castro will be in left field batting ninth. All right. So Buxton, Jeffers, France, Correa, Lewis, Lee, Bride, Larnach, and Castro. Ty France leads this team with 19 RBI. Byron Buxton at the top of the order. He's doing it both with power and speed. He's got 7 home runs and 7 steals already, a .260 average. Carlos Correa, he is the veteran. He's the franchise player here in this lineup. And he's off to a slow start, .216 average, just 1 home run, 9 driven in. Again, Royce Lewis just making his first start of the season. He's also a pretty talented player when he's doing well. Hopefully he'll be a little rusty against us. As far as the Orioles go, Ced Mullins, his average is down to .255. We're running out of players with good averages, folks. Ryan O'Hearn's hitting .306. Jackson Holliday's up to .273 as he's creeping his way up the order. He's been batting sixth in the order lately. And if no one else wants to hit on this team, I say keep bumping him up. Second in the lineup with a .273 batting average. Gunnar Henderson's up to .260. Everybody else is struggling. Rutschman at .216, Mountie at .202, Kjerstad at .205, Mayo and Carlson yet to get a hit. By the way, well, here we go. I'm already getting some very positive, a very positive note to begin this game. The Orioles have won 10 straight against the Twins. Brandon Hyde has managed the Orioles to 10 straight wins against Minnesota. Let's go for 11. The streak goes to 11. All right, Charm City Chat, are you ready for baseball? Pablo Lopez is taking his final warm-up tosses, making his 6th start of the season. He is a very solid veteran starter, 2.25 ERA, a whip of a flat 1. He's only walked 4 guys in his 5 starts, and opponents are hitting .222 off of him. That's 2 hits for every 9 at-bats for all of you math experts out there. So we got our work cut out for us. Our offense has been really disappointing. It's gotten to the point now where the pitching has been improvement, mostly due to getting Charlie Morton out of the equation. But this offense, a very talented group of hitters that has shown in the past what they can do when everything's going okay. It's been a rough first quarter of the season here. Hopefully the bats will be ready. I got a feeling that this team, if something's going to turn around and we're going to go on a run, it's going to happen on the road. I don't know why. I just feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just better to figure it out away from home. It worked for me. All right, here we go. First pitch of the ball game. Sed Mullins at the plate, and he looks at a fastball just outside for ball 1. Folks, baseball's back after a day and a half off.
Folks said, now you know what to do.
Here's a swing and a miss, and the count even up at 1-1. So I'm watching the Masson broadcast, and the standard outfield camera, as you watch pitches coming into the plate, this ball's fouled off to the right. Apparently there's something in the air. Looks like daffodils or something. There's a bunch of little plant-like stuff just floating around in the air here. What would you call this, folks? It almost looks like flurries. But something's in the air. We got a 2-2 count. Hopefully it's Orioles magic in the air. We'll get the scoreboard up here in a minute, folks. Two-two pitch. Swing and a miss, and Mullins is down on strikes. What is floating around out there? You only see it from the outfield camera. Mullins strikes out to begin the ball game, and it looks like the scoreboard's up and ready. There it is. 1 away for Gunnar Henderson.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
Swing and a miss on a fastball first pitch. Folks, I feel like I'm watching this game with a severe case of glaucoma bothering me. Whatever's floating around in front of this outfield camera. The 0-1 pitch is on the outside edge, called strike 2. The Orioles are wearing their standard gray uniforms for the road. Twins in their standard home whites. 0-2 pitch outside, 1-2. The next pitch is low. 2 balls and 2. This is so distracting. How do I take my mind off of this? Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Just getting started here, folks. And Henderson fouls this pitch back. Count remains 2-2. Through the first 33 games, 2 years ago, we had the second best record in baseball. Last year, through the first 33 games, we had the best record in baseball. This year, through the first 33 games, not so much. Gunnar drills one down the right field corner, but it's going to hook foul. Home run distance. Gunnar just a little bit early on the swing. Could not keep it fair. Another 2-2 pitch. That one bounces in there, full count. All right, folks, first bugle of the day. Full count on Gunnar. Payoff pitch from Lopez. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Lopez has struck out the first 2 batters he has faced. A pitch on the inside edge, and Gunnar could not touch it. Adley Rutschman's due up.
Let the clutch out gently, okay?
Switch hitter batting from the left side takes a curveball low for ball 1. Rutschman is hitting .216, 4 homers, 10 driven in. There's a curveball called a strike. Looked like it might have been an inch outside, but Lopez gets that call. Count even up at 1-1. That pitch looked good. Certainly more of a strike than the previous pitch, but that's called a ball on the outside edge. 2 balls and 1 strike. Pitch. This is lifted foul and out of play. Game just getting started, folks. Top of the first. The Orioles, first 2 batters have struck out. Bases empty. And a 2-2 count on Adley Rutschman. The pitch. Swung on and missed, a curveball. And Lopez strikes out the side in order to begin the ball game. Day off. Did that help? Good Lord.
Big buck. Stop it all.
Please tell me the next 8 innings will be better than that. We go to the bottom of the first. Orioles nothing, and the Twins coming up. All right, Charm City chat. How the heck are ya? Hey, everybody. How the heck are ya? I'm going to go through and say hi to everybody who's in the chat right now. And as I do that, folks, if you're here, 85 of you are. 30 of you have already hit the like button. Thank you very much. 55 of you have not, and that's okay. I'm not here to admonish you. I'm only here to ask you kindly. Please hit the like button and help out the channel. That's all you got to do. That's really all you got to do. Okay, we got David in France, Dale, Bill, Daniel, Mazzo, Robert, Travis, Baxter, Chilo, and Dan. Did I get Patrick in there already? Patrick, Timothy, Rod. Folks, if you're here, say hello. BW, the audio is going in and out. Does anybody want to confirm that? Because, Mazzo, you seem to be the only one saying that. I feel like more than one person would confirm that for you. Right? I don't know, folks. How do I sound? Right?
I don't know, folks. How do I sound?
I sound perfectly fine. Yeah, speaking of mods. All right, first pitch to Byron Buxton is off the plate for ball one. Cade Povich. Next pitch is a fastball swung on and foul tipped at the plate. I maybe got a piece of Buxton. 1 ball and 1 strike. You sure about that, Erica? Here's a curveball that drops in the zone. 2 strikes on Buxton. Have the mods given up on me? That's when you know you're in trouble. 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground, foul. I'm telling you, folks, with all this stuff floating around in my face on the TV here, I lose sight of the baseball when it gets into gets to the plate. Swing and a miss. Povich blows Buxton away.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
4 batters in this game. Everybody has struck out. 3 Orioles and the first Twin. Here is Ryan Jeffers. Takes a curveball low for ball 1. Jeffers hitting .278. Curveball drops right in there. Count even up at 1-1. Oh, I sent a message out to the mods. See what they're up to. We're okay for now. This pitch is high. 2 balls and a strike. Two-one from Povich is a curveball hit in the air to center. Mullins will move a little bit to his left. He makes the catch. 2 down. Defensively for Baltimore, Carlson, Mullins, and Kerstad left to right in the outfield. Mayo at third, Gunner at short, Holiday at second, Mountcastle at first. And Rutschman is behind the plate. Here is Ty France. And a big cut and a miss on a Povich curveball. Strike 1. .254 average for France. Swing and a miss on a pitch away. Like a changeup from Povich. The count is 0-2. That one's up and away with a fastball. Waste pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes. France is hitting just .174 off of lefties. So he's got that reverse split. Doing better against righties than lefties. That pitch is low, 2-2. Curveball hit on the ground, and third baseman Mayo with the throw over to first in time, and the inning is over. Povich goes 1-2-3. That throw from Mayo, a little bit concerning, but we got it. We got it in there. 1 inning in the books, folks. And, yeah, no score. All right, I just sent a GIF into the mod section of the Discord. It's a GIF of John Travolta's character from Pulp Fiction looking around, wondering, where is everybody? With a image of tumbleweeds in the background. Hello. Rob is here. Okay, there's one. What's going on with the mods lately? There weren't many here for one of the games in Kansas City. Looking around. Where are the mods? I don't know. But there's Rod. Sorry, he's watching the Caps. What do you want him to do, folks? What about Matt? What's happened to Matt? Haven't seen him around. Janet? Earth to Janet? Anybody? Who knows? Yeah, who's ready for some offense? For crying out loud. 3 strikeouts to begin the ball game? Are you serious? What's going on, Dan, Derek, Mr. Hyde, Erica? Someone sent me the most beautiful picture of a rainbow over Camden Yards after Sunday's game, and it was a sign. Oh, double rainbow all the way. Here is Ryan O'Hearn. He takes a breaking ball low for ball 1.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
Folks, Ryan O'Hearn, no problems. 306 average, 7 home runs, and OPS at 979. And he takes low 2-0. You know, I love the should've stuff. I love it. I love the should've stuff. The 2-0 pitch. There's a called strike at the knees on the inside corner. You know, it's like when we traded for Corbin Burns. When we traded for Corbin Burns, the day that trade was made and announced, the entire fan base was absolutely beaming with joy. This pitch is off the plate, 3-1 on O'Hearn. Nobody, and I mean nobody, was going, you mean we gave up D.L. Hall and Joey Ortiz in a draft pick for 1 year of Corbin Burns? That is a terrible trade. What are we thinking? What are we doing? There's a ground ball up the middle. Shortstop Correa has it over to first in time for the first out here in the second. Right? Wasn't that the general consensus? What are we doing? And then what happens? Well, I forgot what my example was. Who the hell was I talking about? I just lost my train of thought. Hey, there's one out. Ryan Mountcastle's up. And
Okay, mount up.
I absolutely just forgot who I was talking about and what my point was. That's not a good sign. All right, I have officially become Harry Carey. The transformation is complete. Oh, right, Corbin Burns. Thank you. Right, so why is it that everybody, once Corbin Burns packed his bags for Arizona and we didn't sign him to some $250 million contract, why did everybody, what a terrible, why did we do that? Or I've heard other people go, why do we sign pitchers to these short-term deals? And I'm like, why wouldn't you sign a pitcher to a short-term deal if you can get them? We may have signed the wrong pitchers to short-term deals. But anyway, I don't know. Yeah, apparently the scoreboard, folks, and at Camden Yards, like that entire structure is going to just be a giant video screen. So the video screen is going to be like 5 times larger. I don't know if I like it, folks. I don't like a big, giant TV screen taking up like a third of the outfield view. I don't know if I'm a fan. 2-2 the count on Mountcastle. Maybe it'll grow on me. We'll see. But I think of Wrigley Field as an example. As Mountcastle fouls this pitch away. Look, I get it. We already have a scoreboard there. It's already blocking up a view of that part of the background of the ballpark. But I don't know. Just a big, giant HD screen. It feels like something for like, I don't know, like the NFL. I don't know. I'm not a fan. 2-2 pitch. Foul back. Still 2-2 on Mountcastle. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the second. I don't know, folks. I'm such an old curmudgeon. I get it. Basically, it's taking up the same amount of space, but instead of a screen with a border of ads around it, it's just going to be all screen. As another foul ball will keep this at-bat going. It's still 2-2 on Mountcastle. It's just, again, like I see games now at Wrigley Field, and there's just something off-putting about a giant, like, HD 4K, larger-than-life video board blocking what used to be row houses of the neighborhood and whatnot. I don't know. And I think certain ballparks need to lean into that old school charm, and we built Camden Yards for that very idea. So I don't mind if the scoreboard's a little bit behind everybody else's, or the video board. This ball's hit in the air to center field. Buxton waiting on it. He makes the catch. 2 down. Mountcastle flies out to center. Bottom line is, I don't have a huge opinion about it. I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's just not forget, what Camden Yards is all about. That's all. I just don't want to see too much modernization of anything. Here's Jackson Holiday. And the first pitch is off the plate for ball 1. I don't know, folks. Baseball's a sport to me that represents, how some things used to be better. This pitch is low. Holiday with a 2-0 count. He's hitting .273, folks. Watch out, man. He might be hitting leadoff before this season's over. That ball's hit hard and through. A base hit. Buxton will collect it to the left of center, to his left of center field, and get it back in. A 2-out base hit for Holiday. First base runner of the day for the Orioles. And that batting average continues to climb. How about a little... Here's Heston Kjerstad. Okay. First pitch is low for ball 1. And what happened here? That's better. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. On a fastball from Lopez. 1 ball and 1 strike. Any designs on getting yourself into scoring position with 2 out there, Holiday? If so, you're going to want to try to steal quickly. He stays put, and Kjerstad with a swing and a miss. The count is a ball and 2 strikes. I think if they were going to send Jackson, it would have happened by now. With a 1-2 count, probably not. They check on him, though. 2 down, runner at first, no score, top of the second. tough sun in the outfield. Byron Buxton having to use swing and a miss. Damn. Kerstad down on strikes. Inning over. 4 strikeouts for Pablo Lopez through the first 2 innings. Jackson Holliday gets the Orioles their first base runner, their first hit. But he is left stranded. We go to the bottom of the second. Scoreless in Minneapolis. Tom, I absolutely agree. You know, it was during the years where I was not following the team. I was living out here in Thailand. I was covering Premier League soccer for NBC Sports. So completely different league, completely different time of day, different schedule. I didn't follow American sports at all, really, for a solid 6 years, I'd say. So that Hilton was built during that time, and I remember tuning in for a game after I'd been away for a while, and I'm like, what the hell's with the skyline? What is that monstrosity in left field? Blocking up half the damn view. Where's the Bromo Seltzer Tower? Where's the tower? I flipped out. I still don't like it. But, I don't like anything. Hasn't everybody figured that out already? I mean, I'm a curmudgeon. Back in my day. That's true, Mr. Hyde. Hey, you know what? Let me grab this. Hold on. Give myself a little extra padding. The least I could do. Cade Povich, underway, bottom of the second. First pitch is a high fastball to Carlos Correa. Correa hitting .216. He fouls the next pitch back, and the count even up at a ball and a strike. The Hilton, as an entire, franchise of hotels, or the one there in downtown Baltimore? Swing and a miss. I do know that a lot of downtown businesses, whether it's Manhattan, San Francisco, you name it, a lot of those businesses and those companies lose money because they don't get enough business for the amount of rent and whatever it takes to have a shop or whatever in those locations, but they do it for the advertising. You'll see, like the M&M store in Times Square. They're not there because of the great sales. It's an ad. The store is an ad. So they factor that in. They're like, we'll take the loss. It's good promotion. We got a 2-2 count on Correa leading off the bottom of the second, and the batter will ask for time. Sun starting to set here in Minneapolis, and all those little fuzzy things floating around are starting to get less distracted. Not so many. I just realized nothing I'm saying makes any sense. I'm a little bit off, folks. I'm a little bit off today. I can't lie. Here is a curveball hit on the ground slowly to third, and Kobe Mayo is going to watch this ball bounce off the base. He had no choice but to hope that it would roll foul. It is an infield hit for Correa. And that'll bring up Royce Lewis, who gets a nice round of applause from the home crowd here. Again, this is his first appearance of the season. And first pitch from Povich is a fastball inside for ball one. It was a borderline pitch, but Rutschman was looking to get a ball in the outside part of the plate, had to reach back to grab that pitch. Curveball up and away. It's 2-0. All right. We need to lock in here. Nobody out, runner at first, and a 2-0 count on Royce Lewis. Pitch. There's a strike. Fastball. Next pitch. Curveball. Hit on the ground to short. Gunner. Trouble getting the ball out of his glove, but they still turn a double play anyway. Gunner with a little trouble getting it out of his glove. BW with a little trouble calling all the plays tonight. There was a bit of a hesitation, I guess. It wasn't so much the transfer. He just maybe waited a half second for Holiday to receive the throw there. Either way, folks, double play, bases empty, 2 down. Brooks Lee at the plate. He takes ball 1. Hey, the Yankees are losing. Swing and a miss. That looked like that sweeper from Povich, which was really working for him in his last start. Breaking ball hit foul, third base side. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Brooks Lee, hitting .254. I believe he's a switch hitter. Two down, bases empty, and a 1-2 count on Lee. Povich, low and away. Two and two. The pitch. Tapped in front of the pitcher. Povich will pick it up. Throw to first in time. Folks, Cade Povich. He gave up a hit. A double play quickly wiped it out. And he has faced the minimum through the first 2 innings. We go to the 3rd inning. No score in Minneapolis.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
I have yet to get a response in the mod direct message mod chat from any. I think the mods have given up on me. I think they've collectively decided to give up on me, and that's a little disheartening. Would have been nice to get a memo about it. You know? Oh, well. What are you going to do? As soon as Rob comes back. Rob, what's going on, man? What's been going on lately? Can we have a heart-to-heart here? Well, what's happening? Am I losing the mods? Is there, I get it. You're watching the Caps. We got Matt. We got Janet. Froggy has already said she's needing to take a break, so that's understandable. And then there's Michael, who's almost always here. Even he's MIA. Sheesh. Oh, well, hello, Michael. Okay. Folks, the mods just needed to be awakened from their slumber. All right. It is the top of the 3rd. Pablo Lopez, through the first 2 innings, struck out 4 of the Orioles he's faced. Here's Kobe Mayo to lead it off. First pitch to him, takes inside for ball 1. Mayo time, folks. Where is he?
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
Pitch. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. The count even up at 1-1. I always get a little bit concerned when people who don't comment very often suddenly are commenting, asking to be a mod. That's a bit of a red flag. I'm just saying. The mod situation will work itself out, folks. Don't worry. It'll work itself out. 1-2 pitch, low and away to Mayo. Count even at 2-2. Big Jim just wants to see Mayo barrel up one time. I mean, so do I. Just come on. Show me what this dude can do. Pitch. Takes low. Full count. Okay. So far, so good for Mayo. He's worked a full count here. This is already a better at-bat for Mayo than I've seen in an Oriole uniform for the most part. He's worked a full count. He's laid off a couple of pitches meant to get a swing and a miss on. Payoff pitch to Mayo. Come on, buddy. Don't call that a strike. Come on, Blue. Mayo worked his ass off in that at-bat. That pitch was inside, you schmuck. Come on, man. And low. I mean, borderline on the low, but you can't get that low plus definitely inside. Screw you, Blue. Man, Mayo, that is harsh, man.
Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling?
Here's Dylan Carlson. He takes a strike.
Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling? Why don't you wake up and smell what you shoveling?
God. 0-1 pitch. Up and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. What is it? Do umpires see a rookie like Mayo who comes up there 6'5", built like a brick S house, and what? They want to show him like, hey, welcome to the bigs, kid. It's tough up here. Yeah, that's right. I called strike 3 on that pitch. You're just going to have to cover the plate more. You're in the bigs. I'm just going to blame it all on the umps. The 1-2 pitch to Carlson's outside, 2-2. 1 out, nobody on, top of the third. Yeah, Mr. Hyde says Mayo seems a little less nervous. He looked comfortable in that at bat, and then he gets that 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and Carlson strikes out. 6 strikeouts, first trip through the order. 9 hitters, 6 of them have struck out. Somebody make this stop. Back to the top of the order.
Well said, now you know what to do.
Mullins takes a pitch that was borderline but called a strike. The 0-1, that one's ripped foul off to the right. Yeah, that is one positive, I guess, is that Lopez is averaging about 17 pitches per inning, despite the fact we haven't done anything yet. 0-2 pitch, outside 1-2. Make that 18 per inning at the moment. Judge just went deep. Pitch in the dirt. 2-2 on said. Why did I read that last comment from Big Jim in the voice of Victor Frankenstein from Young Frankenstein? Called strike 3. 7 of the first 10 Oriole batters have struck out. 7 of the 9 outs. Second time in 3 innings, Lopez has struck out the side. Okay. Is this why the mods... I went from the mods not showing up to now the chat being more than half mods. Where is that perfect balance? I don't know. I don't know, everybody. I don't know. How are you doing, folks? Welcome. Welcome to another night of who knows what. Frederick von Frankenstein. Thank you, AB. Oh, like Abby Normal. I just realized your name is a Young Frankenstein reference. Abby Normal? Do you mean to tell me that I have put an abnormal brain into the body of a 7-foot gorilla? Is that what you're telling me? Sorry. Hey, how are the Caps doing, by the way? You don't think that perfect balance exists? Yeah, I don't think so either. All right. All right, Goman, enjoy. Are we still in the opening round against Montreal, Rob, or the Caps on to the next round? Popped up, first pitch to Bride. First base side, Mountcastle in foul ground makes the catch. A 1-pitch out. A foul pop-up for Povich as he continues to cruise. 1 out in the third. He may not be striking out guys like Lopez, but he's racking up the outs. Okay, so we're playing the Carolina Hurricanes. All right. I used to live in Raleigh, so I got some connections there, but screw them. Go Caps. Trevor Larnach, one of the few lefty bats in this lineup, takes up and in for ball 1. He hits lefties well. Doesn't get a whole lot of chances to hit him, but... Oh, wait, that's an OPS. I thought that was his average. Never mind. He does terribly against lefties. And there's a called strike, 1-1. What I thought was his batting average is actually his OPS. This pitch is low, 2-1 on Larnach. Hello, Robert. Swing and a miss. Count even up at 2-2. "35 pitches from Povich with 1 out in the third. "2-2 is drilled right back up the middle of base hit. So Trevor Larnach, all the talk about his inability to hit lefties, gets himself a 1-out single. Well, I guess Povich will just have to induce another double play ball. Yeah, I'm thinking so. Wait, Erica, are you talking about double plays or something else? Eric, I know you tell me you help out the team wherever you can, but that's really going the extra mile. 1-0 pitch is called a strike on the outside edge. 1-1 on Willie Castro. If I had a nickel every time Erica asked me that question, I'd have 35 cents. Hey, you didn't think we'd get through another night without more innuendo, did you? The 2-1 count is first a check on the runner over at first base. So Willie Castro at the plate, switch hitter hitting .227. Batting right-handed against the lefty Povich. That one is fouled straight back. Runner at first, 1 out, 2-2 count on Castro. Bottom of the third, no score. Povich has thrown 40 pitches. Here is number 41. Curveball, and that is drilled up the middle, a base hit. Stopping at second base, the lead runner. So 2 men on. Why is it getting hot in here all of a sudden? So that's Larnach now at second base, Castro on at first. The 8 and 9 hitters getting back-to-back hits. And now here comes the top of the order, Byron Buxton. He takes a curveball for a called strike. Buxton, bat on his shoulders on that pitch. And he didn't seem too happy with the call. I don't know what to tell you, buddy. That's just a big old curveball. Hit the corner inside at the knees. The count is 0-1. Povich's next pitch, another curveball. That one's drilled to left, and that ball is over the head. And quickly, that ball's fired back in, but a run is going to score. Trevor Larnach will score on an RBI double by Byron Buxton. It is 1-0 Minnesota. Runners at second and third with still only 1 out. That curveball hanging up there too much. Up and out over the plate. Buxton able to reach out and still pull it into the left field gap. Over the head, really. I guess technically not a gap. The left fielder was there, but that ball was hit over his head. 1-0 Twins. That ball hit about 110 miles an hour off the bat. Ryan Jeffers is due up next, and Drew French is out to talk to Cade Povich. Ryan Jeffers gets a curveball and fouls it back. Or maybe that was a sweeper. It's hard to tell. The infield is in, trying to cut the runner down at third. Breaking ball in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. Inside out swing into right field, a base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes the throw home, and the second run is in. It's 3-0 Twins. A 2-run single for Jeffers. Still only 1 out in the inning. Where's the Tylenol? Falling behind 3-0 hurts. No matter what the context is. But when you're falling behind 3-0, coming off a back-to-back loss at home to Kansas City, an off day, the fact that the team's been struggling, the fact that we can't hit a damn thing. We've struck out 7 of the first 10 batters that went up to the plate tonight. So, yeah. With all of that in mind, this 3-0 deficit feels like about 8-0 right now to me. So we got our work cut out for us. 1-1 the count on Ty France. Runner at first, 1 out. That one's drilled to left center. And that ball is caught up against the wall by Mullins. Said he didn't rob a home run, but he robbed an extra base hit. That ball was hit to the deepest part of the yard. And Mullins saving the day for now.
Besides that, it's all in the reflexes.
I tell you what. Where would we be without said Mullins, man? 2 down, runner at first. And this pitch to Correa is outside for ball 1. This pitch is pop foul. 1-1 on Correa. 3 runs in for the Twins here in the bottom of the 3rd. Correa had to hit his first time up. How many hits now for the Twins already? 5 hits through 2 2/3. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. That ball's drilled to left. And that ball's going to go. That ball was absolutely annihilated. Second deck. I mean, if you sat there and told Correa exactly what pitch was coming and exactly where it would be, he could not have hit it any better than he just did. That ball was destroyed. It is 5-0 Twins. How far did that one go? That has to be 440 at least. That's got to be at least 440. 458. Here's a bounce throw from Mayo. Does Mayo have an arm or not? Can I see one strong throw from this 6'5", 270-pound monster? Because he's throwing like Smalls from the Sandlot. Mayo first couldn't pick it cleanly. And then this throw is just, what is that throw? First error of the day for the Orioles. Runner at first, 2 down. 5 runs in. So the Twins have batted around now. Yeah, I can understand if Mayo has an inaccurate arm, but why does it look like he can't throw more than like a 50-mile-an-hour throw? Like with the arm I'm told that he has, he ought to be able to throw a seed. Everything he throws bounces to first. Oh, 2 pitch is low, 1-2 on Brooks Lee. It stinks. It stinks in 2 different ways because either we are looking at Mayo as one of our everyday players of the future, or we're looking at Mayo as a guy that we want to advertise to other teams as, yeah, we got a top prospect here. Let's get a really good pitcher back in return for this guy. Well, the way he's looked, he hasn't really done anything to inspire confidence in either direction. He's definitely not helping his trade value right now. 2-2 the count on Lee. That ball's hit on the ground to third. Mayo will throw it across in time, and the inning is over. 5 runs. 5 runs for the Twins. They leave 1 man on. We go to the 4th inning. They lead at 5-0. All right. Well, Mayo for Alcantara. Do it. Do it now. Just do it. I'm ready. Let's go. Just do it. I don't care if it's an overpay. Maybe it's not. Maybe Mayo won't go on to crush us like Stowers. Maybe not. I don't know. I do know we need a frontline starter. So I'm ready. Mayo for Alcantara, straight up. Let's go. Oh, yeah, folks. Just so you know, I'm not giving up on the game, but I'll tell you this. If we don't at least show signs of a turnaround in the next couple of innings, again, every lead, every scoreline, it tells a different story, right? Right now, the Orioles at the plate cannot do anything. They cannot do anything. Mullins is now down to 250, folks. Mullins is now down to 250. One more non-hit plate appearance, and now he's in the 240s. So that's the guy we've been leaning on. Gunner's now got a higher average than Mullins. They just got to get on a roll, man. Damn. What can we do? Why is it so hot in here? Is it just the pressure of the team? Is that Holiday up? Oh, that's Gunner. All right, with my glasses off, Jackson Holiday and Gunnar Henderson look close to... That means Jackson's really starting to grow into a big dude. I got him confused for Gunner there. 1 ball and 1 strike on Gunner.
His name's Gunner and he's dating my mom.
Swing and a miss. 1-2 on Gunner. That might be time for a lucky. I am sweating. Why am I sweating? Air is on. 1-2 pitch. Low, ball 2. Rod, I can almost hear you yelling that in the stands if we were in the ballpark right now. I'm just sitting there moping, eating my peanuts, spitting out shells, and then I hear over my shoulder, "Come on, look alive, for crying out loud." Ball 4, leadoff walk. There you go.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here. I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Something's going on with my soundboard. Some of these buttons are acting funny. Here is Adley Rutschman. First pitch is a breaking ball in there for a strike. Maybe a changeup. 84 miles an hour. Rutschman struck out his first time up. Oh, 1 pitch. In on the hands. Slow roller to first. Only one play will be to the pitcher covering the bag. So Rutschman retired. He does advance Gunnar up to second base. Runner in scoring position, 1 out. And I believe it's time to turn and burn.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
I got to wait for us to get a couple of these runs back. Lickety split. How about we turn and burn? First pitch. Fouled at the plate, and that got Jeffers in the nether regions, I think. Although it looks like he's made a quick recovery. Never mind the Bullocks, Jeffers. Never mind the Bullocks. I hear you, Patrick, which is why I don't really talk about my criminal record too much. Here's the 0-1 to O'Hearn. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. One out, runner at second. Top of the 4th. The Orioles need to start chipping away. Pitch. Fouled away, 1-2. Nothing can explain living in Thailand. Four home runs in his last 7 games for Ryan O'Hearn. 1-2 pitch is low, 2-2. All right, folks. You want a bugle? Two and 2. Pitch. Low for ball 3. Yeah, something's wrong with my soundboard now. Great. Full count. Payoff pitch from Lopez. He steps off the rubber, picks up the rosin bag. Gunnar at second base. Payoff pitch. Hit up the middle and right to Correa. He throws to first. 2 down. Gunnar goes up to third now. So 2 outs. Each out has moved Henderson up a base, but now there's 2 down and a runner at third. We still need a hit. Still need a hit. Hopefully a few. That's right. I'm a big fan of Head. Murray Head. Swing and a miss by Ryan Mountcastle. What is going on with this thing?
Okay, mount up.
Come on, Mountie. He takes outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's right, folks. Come on out here to Thailand. I would invite you, but the queens we have would not excite you. This pitch is off the plate. 2-1 on Mountcastle. The 2-1 pitch. Low. 3 balls, 1 strike on Mountie. Come on. Give me something. Pitch. Smoked. Base hit down the left field corner. And the Orioles are on the board with a 2-out double off the bat of Ryan Mountcastle. Folks. Tonight is your night, bro.
It's magic, you know.
What is going on with my stream deck, folks? Splash it up, folks.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
Jackson Holiday is coming up, folks. Holiday with a hit tonight already is average now at 281. 281 for Holiday. First pitch from Lopez is in the dirt. Runner at second stays put with 2 down. No need to risk anything unless it's a guarantee you can take that extra base on a wild pitch. Do not make that 3rd out over there. Let Holiday cook. 1-0 the count. Pitch. That one's fouled off to the left. Twins 5, Orioles 1. First 2.5 innings were scoreless. Twins put up a 5 spot in the bottom of the 3rd. The Orioles have responded with 1 back here in the top of the 4th. They're hoping to get more before this inning is over. The pitch on the bottom of the zone, called a strike, 1-2. Right at the bottom of the zone. All right, Jackson. I can feel your hunger, buddy. Come on. Pitch. Swing and a miss. That pitch broke outside. Jackson. No shot, no chance. I tried to say no chance. And that's the kind of morning I'm having. We get a run. Hey, look. All we got to do is not give up any more runs. We get another in the 5th. We get 1 in the 6th. We get 1 in the 7th. And then we'll tie it with 1 in the 8th. And then we'll win it with 1 more in the 9th. We just score 1 run like we just did every inning for the rest of the game while keeping the Twins scoreless. And we win 6-5. This is easy. Can't you see how this is going to work, folks? Can't you see the path to righteousness? Ezekiel 25:17. The path of the righteous man is beset on all sides. Hey, flock of seagulls. Mind if I have a taste of that burger right there? Ah, Big Kahuna burger. Very nice. Where am I? I'll be right back. Jonah Bride takes a strike. And next pitch is fouled back. We are in the bottom of the fourth. Twins ahead 5-1. Goldman hates losing. I tell you what, it's not fun to lose. I've come to find 1-2 on Bride. Here goes the Bride. Strike this meat out. Do 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 do. 2-2 on Bride. Popped up and out of play. Another 2-2. That ball's hit hard to third. Picked up by Mayo over to first in time. There's just something about the way Mayo throws that doesn't look right. Like he's short-arming everything that he throws. In the last 13 games, Dan says we're batting 120 with runners in scoring position. You can't win like that, can you? Here's a curveball. That catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. 0-1 the count on Trevor Larnach, who got a base hit his first time up. That pitch is high, 1-1. Well, Goman, we did switch up the sprinkler. We started using a rod and reel, and it wasn't working. And when we started playing a little bit better, we brought the sprinkler back. I like the whole water theme. You can do a lot with it. That ball's hit on the ground. And a diving stop by Holiday. He gets up and throws out Larnach. Jackson Holiday getting it done on both sides.
Besides that, it's all in the reflexes.
Nice stop and pop. Here is Castro. He fouls the first pitch straight back. 2 down, nobody on in the bottom of the fourth. Povich is up to 71 pitches. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. That pitch is upstairs, 2-1. That's right, Goman. We can't lose. Now, the ladies of Baltimore, they can get loose. But we can't. Swing and a miss. Foul tip. Full count. Every time we win, we peel a section. You know, the entire league has got us finishing dead last. Swing and a miss. Povich gets the strikeout.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Every time you throw a hanging curveball, you owe me 20 push-ups. And hey, Kobe, enough with this Olay BS. And let's give him a nice poop burger for the sports writers to eat. Hey, I thought you were going to fix the jacuzzi in here. Gee, Goman, calm down, dude. You're being a little hard on a young pitcher that has shown a lot of promise for a rotation that really needs one of the young, unproven guys to, mature and help out the team. You got to be on Team Povich, man. Hang in there, buddy. Frustration is totally understandable. You're entitled. You're entitled to be frustrated. I get it, man. Let's just try to channel it in the right places. That Cade Povich, Ricky Vaughn really struggled when he first came up. Son, we wear hats and sleeves in this league. All right. Kerstad fouls the first pitch back. The 0-1 is fouled back 0-2. Twins have 6 hits, the Orioles just 2. Pitch. Off the plate, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Big Jim says it's time to put Charlie Morton in. Oh, boy. Kerstad lays off one low and in. The count even up now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lopez is up to 83 pitches. That's a pretty high count considering we haven't done much at the plate. That ball's fouled away. So another extended at-bat here. Two-two pitch. And Kerstad lays off. Lopez was ahead 0-2. The count now full. Payoff pitch. Fouled away. Kerstad hanging tough. Quado from Total Recall can pitch better than Charlie Morton, folks. Let's be honest. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Good grief. Good grief. This is like watching Lucy pull the football away from Charlie Brown. Yeah. Folks, if you want a Morton replacement, just throw a dart at the chat. Hey, Froggy, how you doing? Good to see you. Here's Kobe Mayo. Can you just please, even if we don't win the game, just Mayo, do something. It's hit hard but foul. 2 strikes on Mayo. 0-2 on him. Like, honestly, it's getting to the point where it's like, all right, even if we stink, can we just get something to go our way here, please? 90th pitch of the day for Lopez. Mayo strikes out. What really bothers me is, like, this is not the first time where the Orioles had a bad loss, had an off day to kind of reset, and then they come out and not only do they not kind of turn things around, they actually wind up looking like worse or like nothing. Like nothing has changed. Dylan Carlson at the plate. Count is 0-1. That pitch bounces in there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Carlson 0 for 1. And for the season now, 0 for 13. Pitch outside. I still say the lineup is fine. They're in a funk, and at some point, if it's a team-wide funk going on for a long time, then the coaching and managing have to be talked about. It is 2-2 on Carlson. Well, whatever Kobe's trying to find, he needs to try a new way because, man, oh man, he is struggling at the big league level. Full count on Carlson. Bases empty, 2 down, top of the 5th. This could be Lopez's final inning. This is pitch number 96 coming up. And it's foul back. We'll do it again. So, yeah, I mean, Lopez is going to end this inning right at about 100 pitches. So, if nothing else, we got 4 innings of bullpen to try to hit. Payoff pitch again. That one sprayed to left. Is it fair? No. Foul ball. We'll do it again. Yeah, it's pretty much a guarantee. Lopez, number 98. They've already got a lefty. Hey, look who it is, folks. Danny Coulombe is getting loose for the Twins. So you know how we are against lefties. Now we got to face our ex-lefty next. Right down the middle, Carlson doesn't even try to swing at it. Strike 3. Inning over. Christ. Pablo Lopez, 5 innings, 11 strikeouts. 11 strikeouts. And he's done on 5 innings. Mullins, Kerstad, Mayo, and Carlson have all struck out twice in their 2 at-bats. They're combined 0 for 8 with 8 strikeouts. Once again, Mullins, Kerstad, Mayo, and Carlson, that is the 7, 8, 9, and 1 hitters, all in a row, are combined 0 for 8 with 8 strikeouts. Gunners has struck out. Adley has struck out. Holiday has struck out. Hey there, Ronnie. How are you? Nope, not cool. Not cool. Thanks, later. We're doing better than Boston? Okay, Goman, watch the language, man. Come on. I could understand if something had just happened and you're having an impulse reaction, but no need to drop the F-bomb in here. Okay. I do it from time to time by accident. Here is a swing and a miss from Byron Buxton. Next pitch is low and in. Cade Povich. Popped foul out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. For those wanting more pain and misery, come to the Discord, please. Link is in the chat. 2-2 on Buxton. Povich kicks and deals. Curveball called strike 3. That looked like we got an inch on the outside, but we will take it.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
That's just the 2nd strikeout for Cade. Up, make it 3rd. 3rd strikeout. Ryan Jeffers goes after a high pitch, pops it up, and caught on the run by Holiday into shallow right field. A little flare, and Holiday chased it down. 2 away. You know what, Big Jim? I think you might be on to something. We need the ladies to maybe give these umpires some inspiration, at least when we play at home. There's a first pitch strike to Ty France. For the war effort, ladies. For the war effort. 0-1 pitch is outside, 1-1. This one's hit on the ground, the gunner. Over to first in time, and the inning is over. Easy inning for Povich here, but the Orioles are still down a bunch. We are going now to the top of the 6th. And the Orioles have the top of the order due up and likely going to have to face Danny Coulombe coming out of the pen for the Twins. 5-1 Minnesota as we go to the top of the 6th. Folks, hit the like button if you haven't. Thanks. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. I'd give you a really good sales pitch, but I'm just not in the mood. So, up to you. How do you want to do this? Machado struck out with the bases loaded. San Diego up 3-2, bottom of the 7th. Goman providing the update. Things are bad, okay? Listen, people. You just got to accept the fact that things are bad, okay? Just hang in there a little bit longer. It's gonna get better. But for now, things are bad, okay? That's right. Coulombe has yet to give up a run. So why not now? It would only make sense that for our struggling offense to figure it out against a guy who hasn't given up anything this season. Danny Coulombe. There he is, folks. I miss you, buddy. 12 1/3 scoreless innings, 1 walk. Lefties are hitting 105. Righties are hitting 167. He's got a whip of .57. He gives up a base runner about 1 every 2 innings. He's good. Hello. First pitch to Mullins is in there for a strike, top of the zone. We remember Danny.
Well said, now you know what to do.
Pitch. Swing and a miss. Foul tip, apparently. 0-2. The 0-2 to Said. Swing and a miss. A 3-pitch strikeout. And here we go. Gunnar Henderson. 0 for 1 with a walk. Takes a strike. Coulombe gets ahead on a pitch perfectly placed, knee high on the outside corner. That one is high. 1 ball and 1 strike. This is bad. Oh, can't have an immaculate inning now. Popped up, out of play. There's something ironic about Big Jim predicting an immaculate inning and then going, thank God. That was a very religious experience. 1-2 pitch outside, 2-2. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Jesus Christ. Two down for Rutschman. Turns around the bat right-handed, takes a first pitch strike, perfectly placed, bottom of the zone to get ahead 0-1. Danny Coulombe is showing us what was so good about him and why did we let him walk. Look at that pitch. Wow. He doesn't get the call. That should have been strike two. What a disgusting, filthy pitch that was. And Coulombe does not get the credit. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hit on the ground. Shortstop. Correa in time. Inning over. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles with a couple of more strikeouts. On to the bottom of the 6th. That's 5-1 Twins. Goman may be going through a midlife crisis in the Charm City chat tonight. If anyone has already experienced a midlife crisis and would like to offer any advice, please do so now. There you go. At least we have the mountain back, and at least they're offering a discount menu items in a couple of sections of the ballpark where you can get a beer for under $14. So we got that going for us, which is nice. And we're getting a big jumbotron. Hey, folks, what is everybody so mopey about? We're going to get a larger TV screen at the ballpark so you can watch a big TV when you're not looking at your phone at the ballpark. So come on. Chin up now. Oh, boy. Things are so ugly right now. I swear, this team was a potential date on Tinder. I'm swiping left, or is it the other way? I'm swiping to the next. We got a tie ball game. Padres and Yankees. We need a witch doctor. It's like every time I look at the box score, it makes me go, ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah. Jesus, we can't hit a damn thing. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah. We can't hit a damn thing. Here is Correa. Cade Povich is out here for his 6th inning of work. And it's a 1-1 count on Correa. That pitch is low. 2-1. The pitch. Curveball fouled away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch from Povich will be number 90 on the evening. If you were looking for a D. Snyder impression, I don't have one. You're all worthless and weak. 2-2 pitch. Fouled back. We'll do it again. Folks, you just got to stay hungry. Stay hungry. Low and away, full count. We should have somebody up in the pen. Povich is 91 pitches. Three-two. Curveball. Smacked foul. Third base side. Profound life advice. I'd like some. I could use some. Invest in Amway. That is... What happened? Is that a strikeout? Hey now.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
That was ball 4. But this sump called that a strike. That was about 3-4 inches low. First out in the inning. Here's a curveball called a strike to Royce Lewis. Low and away, 1-1. Pitch. Low and in. So invest in Amway then. Okay. Two-one pitches outside, 3-1. I was just about to invest in Weight Watchers, but apparently they just filed for bankruptcy. Popped up. Right center field, Mullins makes the catch. 2 down. 98 pitches for Cade. 2 down in the 6th. Povich with that one bad inning. But even if he'd only given up 2 or 3 runs, our offense is not supporting him. This pitch is fouled away by Brooks Lee. Next pitch from Povich will be number 100. Lee is 0 for 2. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count. Povich gets the sign. The 0-2 is low and away. The 1-2. Curveball stays outside. 2-2. This is going to be Povich's last batter one way or the other, you would think. Could be his final pitch of the day. And it's popped up. Behind the plate, Rutschman with a look. Mountcastle over. Rutschman makes the catch up against the dugout railing to end the inning. Cade Povich. Oh, he had one bad inning. One really bad inning and 5 good innings. Unfortunately, the bad inning right now is looking pretty difficult to overcome. On to the 7th inning. Can this offense wake up? Anybody familiar with the song Wake Up by Rage Against the Machine? Might be my favorite track by them. Maybe they can play that in the dugout and try to hype this team up. Come on, folks. Please. I mean, do I have to call them the Bees?
Oh, no, not the bees! Not the bees! Ah! Oh, my eyes! Eyes! Ah!
Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Oh, yeah, down Rodeo. Oh, yeah. Don't go down Rodeo with a shotgun. It could be trouble. And a walk. The Yankees have walked in their go-ahead run. God. Oh, boy. Lewis Varland, right-hander. On for the Twins. 3.86 ERA. Let's go. Please, can we hit this guy? First pitch is a strike on the outside edge to Ryan O'Hearn.
Lights on. Let's turn and burn.
This one's in the dirt. Count even up at 1-1. I'll be right back. That one's fouled back. 1-2 the count. Pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and the another strikeout. Another 14th strikeout by Oriole batters today. 14 of the 19 outs. Strikeouts. Ryan Mountcastle takes a strike. He has a hit, one of the 2 Oriole hits, an RBI double. The only moment of fun tonight. The 0-1 is fouled away, 0-2. 2-run double, Yankees up 6-3. Okay, no more Yankee updates, folks. I'd appreciate it. Thanks. I've heard enough. The 0-2 in the dirt, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Not that I'm upset with the updates. It's just at this point. Yeah. Let's move on. Enough with the Yankee updates. If you don't mind. 1-2 pitch. That one's fouled away. Next pitch to Mountcastle. Hit on the ground. First base. And that'll be an unassisted putout by Ty France. 2 down. Time is running out. They gotta do something, man. Jackson Holiday. First pitch fouled behind the plate. Team says that they've got the manager. The team says we're behind Brandon Hyde. Mike Elias says I'm behind Brandon Hyde. If everyone's behind Brandon Hyde, well then who's somebody? Somebody? Hey, here's how you know we're running out of time. Cianel Perez at the plate. Here's a check swing, and Holiday went around, and he strikes out on a pitch in the dirt. About the ugliest 7 innings I've seen the Orioles at the plate this year yet. How can we possibly continue to get worse? 1 run, 2 hits, and we have now struck out 15 times for the first 18 outs of the ball game. Or excuse me, 21 outs. The only player not to strike out is Mountcastle. The only 2 other players to not strike out multiple times, Rutschman and O'Hearn. Yeah, Chilo, I mean, it's true. Players can, make statements publicly that they're behind their manager and all is okay when, that may not be the case, and they just feel like, well, if we said how we really felt, it would only make things worse. I don't know. But I don't know how you can do much worse than what we're doing right now. I hear you, Axminster. I just wish, the offense just would put their heads down and just not think about that, Doesn't really matter who's pitching. You got to just go out there and do your part, do your thing. Now, if we lose games, 8-6, we're putting up 6 runs, but our pitching stinks, and, that's why we're losing. I could understand the hitters, but I mean, this is, we're not even competitive. Uh, 1-0 from Perez is over the plate below. Yeah, it won't last forever. It can't last forever, but it feels like that some sort of personnel move has to be made in order for, some variable has to change. Unless we want to wait for who knows how long. for it to just organically work itself out. We're running out of time to save this season. This ball's hit on the ground to third, and Mayo boots it. Oh, my game just hit the 2-hour mark. Thank you. Thank you for making me reopen the game and giving me a break from watching this for 10 seconds. Want to know the count on Trevor Larnach? Called a strike, 1-1. Okay. We are good on the Yankee updates now, I think. I think we're good. 1-1 pitch. Low. Check swing, appeal, and Larnach went around for strike 2. The 1-2 pitch. Any day now. And now the umpire jumps up and grants time to the batter. Perez was just holding that ball for a long time, even with the pitch clock. Okay, now a 1-2 pitch. Come on, Perez. Throw the damn ball. Holy cow. Low and away. 2-2. Maybe Perez is trying to delay as much as he can, because the more time he takes, swing and a miss, I think. That's a strikeout. Okay.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
And Perez is just going to try to delay and stall and take as much time until the Orioles offense gets better. Because like we're saying, it has to turn around eventually, so he's just waiting. There's a called strike to Willie Castro. 0-1 on Castro, who's 1 for 2, a single and a run scored. Oh, we did forget, folks. We did forget. Sorry about that.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
Folks. Ah, gosh. Cakes on the griddle. There it is. There it is. Matt Bowman is up for the Orioles in our bullpen. All right, with the Yankee updates. Holy cow. Okay, I have to now say, any more Yankee updates, and you get timed out. Like, I've asked like 4 times now. I think we understand that game is over. We're already trying to deal with the misery that we're watching. I don't need to hear more. Thanks. 2-2 on Castro. Fouled away. I know, Robert. I'm having trouble calling this game without sounding like I'm reading the instructions on a bottle of shampoo. There's not much. This pitch is low. Full count on Castro. It all started with the beginning of the game with all this stuff flying around, and again, I was feeling dizzy right from the beginning. Whatever stuff was in the air out there in the ballpark. Ball 4. Oh, thank you, Michael. And you might have just popped in. You might not have known that I'd already talked about. Yeah, we've. There have been Yankee updates with everything. and now I don't want any more. Yeah, Dan. Dan, did you hear me talk about it maybe 2 weeks ago when I started to say, look, we need a change, but if we're going to be realistic about what this organization is going to do, everybody's like, Mike Elias has got to go. Mike Elias has got to go. And I'm like, I don't necessarily disagree, and the ownership may not disagree, but fire the GM at this stage of the season to replace him with who doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. If you're going to get rid of Elias, I think the best move is to find a replacement in the offseason. Brandon Hyde, he could get replaced mid-season, but I feel like the team or the front office is going to wait until they feel like they are absolutely 100% out of playoff contention before they move on, because I feel like they look at Brandon Hyde as a guy that deserves that, chance, to turn this thing around until it's no longer possible, and then they might move on. Maybe go to Buck Britton as a interim manager to finish out the season, give him an audition. Maybe he keeps the job if he looks good, and if he doesn't, then maybe look around in the offseason for a managerial replacement. But none of those big moves are going to happen right now. The only thing you can do right now, realistically, is fire Cody Ashe, the hitting coach. Because, there's really not a whole lot you can explain or justify with this team's inability to hit at all. When he was brought in as a new coach, new hitting coach, and the results have been absolutely miserable. Miserable. It makes the second half of last year look really good in comparison. All right, Matt Bowman on the mound. First pitch to Byron Buxton is fouled away. Buxton up for the fourth time tonight. He's got an RBI double and a run scored back in that 5-run inning. He's got 2 men on, 1 out. And he drills this ball to left. And that ball is going to go. 3-run homer, 8-1 Twins, and this ball game is over. I was fed up after that Reds game. I was ready for a serious move after that Reds game, that Sunday loss. We had a Monday day off, and we didn't do a damn thing. When are we going to do something? Yeah, strength and conditioning coaches. Why not? We lead all of baseball in injuries. We got a new injured guy every damn day. Ryan Jeffers has a 1-1 count. Bases empty, 1 out. 3 runs in for the Twins. It's 8-1. He fouls it away. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. That pitch is off the plate. 2-2 on Jeffers. That's a called strike 3. Nice pitch by Bowman. 2 down in the inning. Strike 3. Well, y'all come back now, yeah? I don't feel like hitting the buttons. I'll just do it myself. 2 down in the 7th. Ty France at the plate. I think we need to call a BirdWatchers only meeting. We got a 99-cent sticker, and it's a giant pile of shit. Thank you, Robert.
Message for you, son. Message for you, son.
1-0 pitch is fouled away. Folks, we're only 1 out away from the earmuff 8th inning. That's right, the earmuff 8th. That is the inning where you are allowed to curse to your heart's content. Just don't make it hate speech. You know how to curse without being, a bad person about it. This pitch is fouled back. 1-2 on France. So hang in there, folks. We're just moments away. Thank you, Card Craze, for helping us out. Those are the general rules, but we also have a special inning designed for games just like this. Because how the hell can you look at this performance so far tonight and not curse? Here is a fair ball down the right field line. It's going to be a double for France. Hey, Steve, wait a sec. Steve, before you go, just leave the game on and mute it. Fall asleep, but give me the watch time. I need it. Thanks. That goes for everybody. Don't you dare turn me off. Just mute me and put me to the side. I'll send you the 20 cents for the electric bill. This ball's hitting the center field. It's dropping, and it'll fall in for a base hit. Here comes another run in, and it's 9-1 Twins. RBI single for Correa. Pitch. Called a strike to Royce Lewis. 9-1 Twins. One ball, one strike, pitch outside. Oh my goodness. Folks, any lighthearted topics out there? Folks, throw me a topic. Please. 2-1 pitch. Foul back. A non-Orioles topic. 2-2 on Lewis. 2 down, runner at first. Pitch. Foul back. The Middle East. I'm more of a fan of the Southern East myself. Summer movies. There you go, folks. GTA 6 has a new trailer drop. When does that game finally come out? That ball's drilled. Mullins coming in and makes a diving catch. Said Mullins lays out. Folks, another night to forget, it would seem, but said Mullins gives you a little something to tip your cap to. What a catch by Mullins out there.
Besides that, it's all in the reflexes.
We go to the 8th inning. Ringo Starr has never had pizza. Is that a fact? Did Ringo publicize this? I don't believe it. All right, folks, here's your topic. Pizza. You get 2 toppings. What's the best 2-topping combo out there? Go. Go. There's a right answer to this. There is a right answer to this. Let's see who knows.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
Big Jim goes for the Hawaiian. Patrick goes for the bad breath. Dale's going for a little bit of a spice. Michael's all about the meats. Oh, we got a few ham and pineapples in here. Sausage and green pepper. Green pepper? Wrong answer. Mushrooms and sauce. I can't believe the best topping hasn't even been mentioned once. Pepperoni and mushroom. Pep and pineapple. Cheese and extra cheese. Chicken and bacon. Yeah, chicken on pizza is kind of a weird thing because usually it's like some weird... Kerstad, hard hit ball, base hit in the right field. Folks, we got to keep talking about pizza. We talk about pizza and good things happen. Leadoff single. Keep talking. Bacon and sausage. Finally, somebody mentions bacon. You guys are on the right track. Cole Sands, right-hander out on the mound. Gave up that leadoff hit to Kerstad. Here's Kobe Mayo. Called strike on the inside edge. Folks, the answer we're looking for is bacon and jalapeno. Perfect. This one's fouled away 0-2. I told you there was a right answer. All other answers are wrong. 0-2 on Mayo. And he strikes out. And Mayo strikes out. Gotta have bacon on that pizza now. Come on.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. No, 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 no. It's bacon!
Dylan Carlson at the plate. Fouled back. Carlson still looking for his first hit of the year. Not of the night. Not of the series. Not of the week. Not of the month. Of the year. Pitch. Check swing roller to third. And Carlson is still hitless, and this Kerstad goes to second base. There are 2 down. Yes, Robert, you can get jalapenos out here. Jalapeno. Said Mullins, 4th time up. He has struck out all 3 times. His average is now down to 248. Folks, you remember like 10 days ago, Mullins was hitting like 297? What are we supposed to do if Mullins now can't hit? Called strike, 1-1 on said. Look at that dugout. Just absolutely lifeless. You can see it in the dugout. Everyone is just like, hurry up, let's get out of here. I want to go back to my hotel room. And then do what? And then do what when you come back out on the field tomorrow? Hit on the ground the first, and that'll end the inning. Mullins grounds out, unassisted put out by Ty France. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 9-1 Twins. Last call to hit the like button, I guess, folks. We're not even going to get to 100 tonight. We've only got 61 people still here, which is about half the size of a typical crowd at this stage of a game. The views tonight, my goodness, barely breaking 1,000. Yeah. Yep. Like I say, folks, when things are going bad, when you're trying to run a channel like I'm doing, it's like take everything bad and multiply it, because now the channel's hurting too. Just sucks. Just sucks. Well, luckily I have this unwavering loyalty thing going on. Boy, oh boy. Chipotle pepper blended instead of pizza sauce. You know what? One thing out here with the pizza, unless you go to an American owned pizza restaurant, of which there's only a few, they barely put any tomato sauce on the pizzas out here. And then they want you to put ketchup on it. So if I'm ordering from a Thai place that makes pizza, I usually just get a cheese pizza, because basically it's just cheese bread, which I'm okay with. Gregory Soto out on the mound. He's going to pitch this final inning in the bottom of the 8th. I say final, we could score 8 or more. Twins could hit in the 9th. This pitch is low. Dale, it's not that you had to lie. It's just that you could have withheld that. You weren't lying to anybody by just not telling anybody you put ketchup on pizza. Thin or thick crust? Typically thin for me. If the crust is good, like if it's a quality place, I'll go for the hand tossed. But I like thin. I like that crispiness. Crispy. This pitch has popped up left field. Coming in a few steps and making the catch is Dylan Carlson for the first out in the bottom of the 8th. Pizza. Okay, who is the worst national chain of pizza? Who's got the worst? Is it Little Caesars? Is it maybe you guys think it's Domino's or Pizza Hut or Papa John's? I don't know. This pitch is up and away. Papa John's got the worst. The 1-0 pitch to Jonah Bride is a called strike. Easy bake oven. Is that what they cook it in? Dale works at Little Caesars. Yo, I want some crazy bread, man. I'm starving. 1-1 pitch. There's a strike. I want some crazy bread. I think for what you get for the price, Little Caesars does the job. And Little Caesars, the pizza is of such a mediocre quality that you can put it right in the fridge and turn it into a good cold pizza immediately. There's a line drive over the glove of Gunnar into left field. A base hit for Jonah Bride. You work at the Little Caesars in Grafton, West Virginia. Oh, I'm going to have to dox you now. Hey, boys. Grafton, WV, Little Caesars. There it is. Out there on East Walmart Lane. Gee, I wonder, are you near a Walmart? What are the odds? What are the odds of a pizza chain near a Walmart in America somewhere? That is like finding a 4-leaf clover, folks. Larnock with a ground ball. First baseman Mountcastle goes to second for one. Back to the pitcher covering. Not in time for a double play. It'll be a fielder's choice. 2 out in the inning. And I've got some kind of Velcro stuck to my foot. There we go. All right, let's take a look at the old store info here. What do we got? Open from 11 to 11, 7 days a week, folks. I can start my order right now. You guys deliver to Thailand? Here's a called strike to Castro. 2 down, runner at first. Castro 1 for 2 with a walk. He's scored twice. Should we read some reviews? We got 13 reviews for Dale's Little Caesars. Ooh, 3.3 stars. That's a little scary. Nomi Bergeron says, as nice as it is to have a Little Caesars in Grafton, I unfortunately can't give them any more than 1 star. Despite order being as simple as a cheese pizza and some crazy bread with sauce, my order was still made incorrectly with pepperonis and no sauce to speak of. Here's a swing and a miss, 2 down in the inning. Or no, that's the end of the inning. We're going to the 9th. That was a strikeout, inning over. I hope my experience is in the minority, but alas, I will not be returning to this store. Food, 1 out of 5. Service, 3 out of 5. Atmosphere, 4 out of 5. Not too bad. Got the atmosphere. Destiny says 1 star. Pizza was someone else's order that was not picked up. Label on it showed. And it was very old and hard. Hey, babe. You know, give me a couple of drinks. Very ridiculous. This is not the first time that they have had an issue with the store. Okay. Sabra Kennedy says 2 stars. Seems like every time I come, there's a problem. Showed up at 10:35 when they were supposed to be open until 11, and they had the doors locked already, even though they had someone else waiting in the parking lot as well. They never have hot and readies ready. They never answer the phone when you call. Food isn't as good as other locations, and the staff is always rude and super unprofessional. Now, Dale, you better defend that. Old and hard. Ah, boy. Oh, no. Somebody wrote one in all caps. Somebody wrote one in all caps. That's when you know it's bad. Marianne Posey says, 2 stars. Told me it would take 8 minutes. It took 30 minutes. Only put half of the toppings I paid for, then only cut halfway through the pizza, so we had to tear it to shreds. When we tried to eat it, they should close down and try selling hot dogs. A total disgrace. Jeez. Okay, Dale's not taking any credit because these are all nighttime orders. Michael Sizzler says, 1 star. If they would answer the phone, I would have given them 5 stars all the way down, but I've tried to call them countless times, and either it just rings or says your call has been forwarded to a voicemail every time. Nobody wants to pick up the phone. Jorge Alcala is on to pitch for the Twins, and Gunnar Henderson at the plate. First pitch is fouled away. We're in the top of the 9th. The Orioles are losing by 8 runs. And will drop the first game of this series. I got you, Dale. You're a daytime guy. None of this is you. That pitch is low and in, 1 ball and 1 strike. There are some positive reviews. Melinda Pomp says it was a few days after they opened and they were extremely busy. Gunnar with a ground ball to first. France backhands it, throws to the pitcher covering. Gunnar retired, 1 away in the 9th. I asked if it would be too much to order 9 pizzas. They said absolutely not, and they would be done in 10 minutes, and they were. They were very good, too. Thank you, Little Caesars. Damn. See, that Dale must have been working. Dale got 9 pizzas out in 10 minutes. That's hardcore, man. Adley Rutschman swing and a miss. He is 0 for 3. Dale wants all the credit for all the positive reviews and none of the blame for any of the negative ones. I got you, Dale. That pitch is in the dirt. It bounces off the backstop and right back to the catcher. 1-1 the count. Coming up tomorrow, folks, we don't have an announced pitcher, and maybe that's for the best. So, folks, take a red-eye flight to Minneapolis tonight, show up at the ballpark, and if you're lucky, the Orioles just might select you to be the starting pitcher. Why not? Kobe Mayo just caught picking his nose. Can this get any worse? They cut over to the dugout, and Kobe Mayo's got his thumb like 2 knuckles deep into his nose. Good Lord. Full count on Adley. Pitch. Ball 4. Hey, we got a base runner. 7 more, and we got a ball game. Rutschman walks.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Ryan O'Hearn, 0 for 3 tonight. Takes inside for ball 1. So tomorrow will be the same start time as tonight. There's a called strike, 1-1 the count. And I can guarantee you this. It's going to be better than tonight. It has to be. It has to be better. It has to be better. 2-1 on O'Hearn. And the pitch. That one's high. 3-1. Hey, thanks for stopping in, Froggy. And Fitzy, what are you up to tonight, friend? Fitz says hello.
Sorry, Charm City chat. Sorry.
Hey, ball 4, back-to-back walks. What's going on here? 6 more of those, please. 6 more of those. Fitzy. We're going to walk our way to a victory here. Oh, Fitz, if you're fuming, then what am I supposed to do? If you're fuming, I should be spontaneously combusting. Have you seen the state of my team over here? Ryan Mountcastle at the plate. He has driven in the only run of the night, an RBI double, a couple of hours ago. Foul ball, 0-1. The 0-1 to Mountie is fouled again. The Orioles' 13-20 record coming into today. That is a below 400 winning percentage. We're about to drop below 394. That pitch is high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Come on, Mountie. What do you say? Pitch. Laid off, 2-2. That pitch was low. And the Caps lost? Oh, my God. Well, I'm sure the stock market had a good day. Called strike 3 on a breaking ball, top of the zone. 1 more strikeout for Oriole hitters tonight. 17 strikeouts from Oriole batters. 17 of the 28 outs, or the 26 outs, recorded so far. It's the most the Twins have ever gotten against Baltimore in history. Here's a fly ball by Holiday to left. It's caught, and this ball game is over. The Orioles make history tonight by striking out 17 times to the Twins. Pablo Lopez could only go 5 innings. 2 hits and a walk with 11 strikeouts. Mullins 0 for 4. Gunner 0 for 3. Adley 0 for 3. O'Hearn 0 for 3. Mayo 0 for 3. Carlson 0 for 3. Perez gave up a run, only got one out. His ERA is now over 9 again. Matt Bowman, 2 earned runs in 2/3 of an inning. His ERA now over 5.5. Cade Povich, 5 earned runs over 6 innings. His ERA now over 5.5. The Orioles also committed 2 errors in the field to nearly match their 3 hits. Folks, there is not a single angle in which to look at this ball game and come away with any other conclusion than this. We stink. We stink right now. We are piss poor. How long are we going to be like this? How long are we going to be like this until a variable changes by the organization to try and do something different? Memo to the front office. Maybe you didn't read the memo after the 24-2 loss back on Easter Sunday, but it's the same message, folks. We need a change. Will I see Hyde's press should I? Oh, my God. I do need to kill some time because I'm now no longer allowing myself to go to my local 7-Eleven before 10 a.m. And it's only a 9:15. Yeah, why not stick around and hear what kind of explanation we got for this? Especially after an off day. For some reason, maybe you guys don't see it as being any different, or if it is, it's marginally different. But for me, if you're struggling and you just had a bad, you just lost 2 out of 3 to Kansas City, back-to-back losses. You get a day off. You're hitting the road. You got to respond. You got to show some. I mean, this looked like a team that, God, it just doesn't look good. Tomorrow, Hyde will still be there. Mateo will still be there. Perez will still be there. Morton will still be there. Sanchez will still be there. All in uniform, all useless. I mean, we are 8 games under 500 now. 8 games under. It is getting near. Yeah, we're getting there. Povich has a record of 1-2 now, I think. Or is it 1-3? They don't update this correctly. He's 1-3. Lopez is 3-2. Orioles left 5 men on base. The Twins just 3. God, how bad did Kobe Mayo look? How bad did Kobe Mayo look out there, man? And the one time he was putting an at-bat together and he was working the count and a 3-2 pitch, he lays off and the ump rings him up on a pitch not in the zone. Wait a minute. This says Twins post game. Did they flip it off of Masson? We may have lost Masson, which means no post-game show, no press conference for me anyway. Let me double check here. What a disaster. How did we get this bad? I never in a million years, even with all the injuries, thought we would look this bad. This consistently bad. Yeah, unfortunately, we're not going to get a Brandon Hyde press conference, or at least I'm not going to. We had Masson earlier in the evening, and I guess the streaming service flipped it to the Twins broadcast at some point. So they're not going to show Brandon Hyde. All right, I need to wrap it up. This is bad, folks. We had to watch Danny Coulomb come out and look perfect. He was perfect. Perfect. The Angels have a better record than us. The Angels. They don't even have a healthy Mike Trout now. The Angels are better. We don't even know who's pitching tomorrow. That's the beauty. We don't even know who's pitching tomorrow. Can't even go to sleep tonight and daydream about, well, at least so-and-so's on the mound for us tomorrow. We don't even know. Maybe we'll just put a cardboard cutout of Dave McNally out there or something. Let me go on Orioles Twitter, or let me go on Twitter for the Orioles. Maybe I can get the press. I want answers, man. Or I just want to watch something to make me mad. I don't know. Because I'm just getting really sick of this. Orioles Magic tweeted, "This team has zero life. It's kind of hard to explain. Everyone looks like zombies, playing like zombies. Clubhouse seems gray and boring." Orioles fan Ryan tweets, "In the past calendar month, the Orioles have lost 9-0, led 6-3 in the eighth, but lost, struck out 15 times and lost 8-3, lost 24-2, lost the very next game 7-0, got swept in a doubleheader, lost another 7-0 game, lost a 15-3 game, gave up 7 home runs to a team, an 11-6 loss, and lost tonight 9-1. Those are 10 results in a month that are all like the kind of results you look at and go, well, I hope that's the worst loss of the season. We had 10 of them in a month. 11, actually, if you count the doubleheader sweep. How do you sugarcoat this, folks? You can't. I'm just going through some tweets here. I can't help it. Said made a nice catch tonight. That's it. And we're going to get a new scoreboard next season. Yay. We'll have a state-of-the-art scoreboard so that you can see all of the goose eggs in the box score there. The zeros will be much larger. All right. That's as negative as I can get. I'm so... BW needs help. BW needs a shot in the arm or something. BW needs to feel better. BW thought he took some time off from Sunday and was ready to get back on the horse. This horse just collapsed on me. Ah, jeez. All right, guys. How? Honestly, even the most pessimistic Orioles fan has got to be going, gee, I didn't really like some of the signings in the offseason. I didn't like how we didn't do this. I didn't like this guy. I didn't like this. I don't think anybody thought it was going to be this bad. Which is why you know something is wrong beyond just like a slump here or they talked about, we've had some bad luck. The umpires, one game's screwing us. Bad weather, something, whatever. No, there's no more excuses. This team is a boat without a sail on it. It is just floating out at sea with no direction. You know? All right, folks. I don't want to depress you anymore. I feel like crap. I'm ready to go. We're going to do it again tomorrow. Somebody show up, please. Somebody show up tomorrow, please. I'm not talking to the chat. I want you guys to show up, obviously. Show up at your own risk. Consult a doctor before watching the Orioles. But yeah, I got nothing. I'm going to send you on over to play-by-play with JJ. He's calling a Phillies game. I don't know where they're at in the game. It looks like it's just getting started. Oh, no, this is... Let me refresh this. That can't be right. Or is that game over? Oh, he's doing his wrap-up show. I've done that before. Let me get him out of there. All right, just forget it. Just forget it. Okay, folks. Coming up tomorrow at 7:25 p.m. I'll be on the air. First pitch, 15 minutes later. Simeon Woods Richardson is the pitcher announced for the Twins, and we don't have a pitcher announced. At least, let me check. Let me check Rock Cabaco's Twitter one more time. Maybe they did announce it right after the ball game here. There it is. There it is. 37 seconds ago. Unbelievable. 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 Look at this, folks. Look at this. Look at this. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Big buck. Stop it all. Big buck. Stop it all.
Are you serious? Well, there goes that series. You mean to tell me that your response with the way we've played lately is to push Dean Kramer up a day for some reason? Again, Kramer would be on normal rest tomorrow. He got pushed to the Thursday game for some reason. And that reason is to shoehorn in a Charlie Morton start. What the hell are we doing? That's it. That's it. BW's tapping out. BW's tapping out. I'm sick of this. Heads need to roll. Roll all the heads. I want my team back. Okay? I want my team back. I don't know what kind of metamorphosis has been going on here. I don't know what this has turned into, but we need to cut this off at the head. Just break it down and start it back up. I'm not saying get rid of everybody, but good God. Morton starts tomorrow. Now, of course, with all this me crapping on Morton talk, watch him go out there and throw a gem. I have to try to reverse jinx myself. I have to try to reverse jinx it. What could possibly... How could it be any worse? How can it be any worse? You can't jinx this. I can't believe it, man. I can't believe Morton is on the mound tomorrow. Cool. You get a like. That's the best response. Charlie Morton starts tomorrow. Cool. Oh my God. This can't be. This cannot be. I can't. I should have signed off already. I need answers. I need answers. That's not the answer. Elias overrated. Nuff said. Yeah, we know. This is the best place to go when you want to feel better, folks. What is this? What is this?
Mike, we talk about the frustration level of the fans. We insinuate about the frustration level from the players. But with so many players on IL right now, what type of frustration level is that for the general manager to put a team together and have so many players on the IL right now?
Been a rough stretch. I mean, we're not able to hide from that. And it's been a really tough way to start the year. We've certainly dug a hole. We've, as you mentioned, we've had a lot of injuries. I just think that's part of it, though. We've got guys that aren't performing well. We've got moves that I made that aren't bearing fruit. We just have a lot of things that haven't broken our way. And this is coming off of the heels of our playoff disappointment last year. So it's been a rough stretch, and people are frustrated, and I can understand it. And we're working right now. We've got a big big road trip coming up that I hope we can start to turn things around.
Well, big road trip. Hope to start to turn things around. There's your turnaround. 1 run, 3 hits, 2 errors. 9 runs given up to the opponent. Couple of bombs. Is that the turnaround? So now that we haven't turned this around, what's next?
And we're trying to get guys healthy. We're trying to get guys back on track. We're trying to repair the roster to whatever degree that we can. But right now we've got to just focus on what's ahead of us. And we got a lot of hard work, but we also have a lot of talent on the team.
Why? Why Madam Web? Why that bomb of a movie attached to a Charlie Morton start? So I guess the Morton start was mentioned in the Brandon Hyde press conference. I have to hear that now. I have to hear him say it. I have to hear him say over a microphone, we'll be turning to Morton tomorrow for a start. I have to hear him say that. Nobody has given up more runs or more walks in the American League than the dude pitching tomorrow. Yep, I feel you, Dan. I feel you. I feel you. I mean, I don't even know what to do tomorrow. I don't know. Tomorrow is going to be one hell of a game call by me. Where am I? Hi. Where am I? Hi. You better come on out tomorrow, folks, because we're going to have a time. If nothing else, tomorrow night, we're going to have a time. All right? It could be ugly. It could get nasty. It could be rough. But we're gonna have a time. I might dress up for the occasion. Maybe wear a special outfit for the Charlie Morton start tomorrow. I don't know. I'll come up with something clever. But yeah, this should be fun. Yeah, bring your earmuffs. Absolutely. Perfect. Michael, perfect. I live in a country where the average temperature is 90 degrees year-round, so finding a pair of earmuffs out here might be a little difficult. But if I can, I will just wear some earmuffs myself for the entire game tomorrow. Big Jim will be at a Metallica concert. Oh, Big Jim. I would rather get a root canal than call this game tomorrow. I'd rather get a vasectomy, colonoscopy. I'd rather step on a rusty nail. I'd rather get my hand stuck in the garbage disposal. I'd rather be a character from any of the Final Destination movies. There is a new Final Destination movie coming out, folks, and it's tomorrow in Minneapolis. It's called Final Destination 7, Charlie Morton's Comeback. And just watch what happens. Oh my God.
Do you believe in me?
Final Birdstination. All right, we need to work on the pun, but we're getting there. Oh my God. And I have to go in and change the thumbnail and put out a thumbnail that says Morton is pitching tomorrow. This has been the Birdwatcher, and I'll chirp at you later. Have a good night, everybody.